That's how I started playing, was pond hockey in Park Ridge, Illinois, down there at South Park. I'd bring my skates and my stick to school, skate, walk home, sometimes go back after dinner. I always wanted to play in this 92-80 tournament. It's supposed to be a good one. We'll be doing live podcast from the media tent. Hey, let's do this. Hey now, Happy New Year 2025. Welcome back to the OBL Hockey Podcast, episode number 9. Getting close to double digits. It's pretty exciting. It's been a while. We've had the holidays. Looking forward to 2025 in the OBL Hockey Podcast. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Coming out definitely on a weekly basis. We're going to have a lot of guest hosts starting next week. I think Josh is going to come on, so we'll learn a little bit about Josh, who has been playing. I mean, just really great. Assists, goals. Great to have Josh on the team. Yeah, but we had a game last night. Good Vibe Tribe, our arch rivals. We will get to that. Like, subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. Forward it to your friends, your hockey buddies. It'll be a great way to keep in touch, and you'll see the new episodes when they're coming up, and because we got a lot of good stuff. Yeah, like I said, guest hosts, I've got a couple people in mind. They just don't know it yet, so looking forward to that. We're also going to have a lot more exclusive content, which will include, and not limited to, player interviews, mic'd up, game clips, game video, and more. Really excited about 2025. I mean, can you believe that it's been a quarter of a century since Y2K? But Happy New Year. Out with the old, in with the new, unless we're talking about the game times at South Suburban, because it's not new. It's old, 10 o'clock, every game. We had an early one last week, though, 9:55. So, we're back on that game schedule. It shows a lot of commitment. We had 15 skaters last night. I mean, that's great. Thank you guys for coming out. We played a much better game than the score represents. So yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that here coming up. Talk about Olden in the way and the second half of the season on South Suburban Adult Hockey League. Real quick, get caught up on our usual NHL news items. We'll start with the Blues. They still suck, but not really. They've been much better since Monty got there. They're 20-4. Just a couple games back of a wild card spot for the playoffs. So I'm happy for Matt and Simon and all. I'm not that happy. Anyway, the Avs are playing really good. Went to a game last week against Florida, Tommy and I, which, by the way, yesterday, happy birthday, Tommy. It's Tommy's 20th birthday. We're up in Boulder for a little dinner last night before the game. Yeah, it was great. Just so proud of you, Tommy. Really am. Love that kid. He's amazing. Yeah, but the Avs, we went to the game against the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. It was a tight game. Man, the Panthers are just deep. I mean, everybody's just coming at you. But they need some scoring help, I think, the Avs. So we'll see what happens coming up here in the next couple months with the trade deadline. The Chicago Blackhawks. They really suck. 14-28-2, and they lost their last 3. The coaching change, has not had that bump like it has in St. Louis and Detroit. Detroit got Todd McClellan, so never mind what I said in the last episode about him coming to the Blackhawks, because obviously he's at the Red Wings, and they beat the Blackhawks the other day. So, yeah, they're really struggling. I mean, complete embarrassment in the Winter Classic. I mean, the Blues just dominated. Yeah, the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, I mean, to put on a performance like that, I mean, that is hallowed ground. It was still cool. I've seen so many baseball games there. The Bartman game, I was there. I've only seen one concert, though. I've never gone out there and seen the Dead Company as many times as I've seen them, and it was the Police, Sting and the Police back, I don't know, when they did some tour. Anyway, yeah, the Blackhawks, I mean, that roster is going to look really different in a couple weeks with some of these rental players we have. My opinion, bring the kids up, let them play, looks like we're last in the league, so looks like we'll have a shot at the top draft pick again, which is good, but it just tells you that your team sucks. Switching gears, talking about the World Juniors. U.S. took gold in the World Juniors up in Ottawa. Back-to-back golds for the first time in USA history. Coach David Carl, who's our coach at DU, it was really impressive. I mean, back-to-back golds for him. Back-to-back golds for Zeev Buyam, who plays at DU. He's a great player. Just really impressive. It'll be interesting to see where David Carl ends up. He's in control of his own destiny. That's a pretty great place to be. I mean, he's got a great gig at DU, but he will be in the NHL, and never know. I'm not going to say anything. I talk to him every once in a while, when we're down there at DU, walking back to the locker rooms when we're back there. It pretty much goes like, morning, coach, morning. But I think we're seeing eye to eye, pretty strategic. But yeah, congrats to David Carl and the U.S. junior team for beating Finland for the back-to-back golds. Pretty great for those kids. Fun to watch. A lot of fun. All right, let's get the old in the way. So we went into the holidays with the win over the Horsemen. Yeah, the Horsemen, whatever they are. I think it would have been a better name to call the team the Centaurs. That's actually probably a pretty good name for a hockey team. It'd be cool. I might keep that in case we ever want to change the name. Yeah, so we went in with the victory. We're sitting there at 500, 5-5-1, right in the middle of the pack. But really, I mean, the best record we've ever had going into the break. So pretty exciting. That lasted until after the break. And the first couple games back were against last night, Good Vibe Tribe, who we lost to. And the week before that, Josh Barone and the Colorado Whalers. Both of these games were better than the score. And both of those teams, the Whalers and the Good Vibe Tribe, they have 18 points. They're tied at the top, so, they're good teams. We know that. Last week, in the 6-3 loss to the Colorado Whalers, of course, Sean playing out of his mind. Thank you, Sean. And we got goals from Greggy with a nice assist from Josh there. Nate and Maddie McGavin. So it's a tough loss, really closer than the score, and they're a good team. Last night, against our arch rivals, the Good Vibe Tribe, we lost 9-4. Again, I'll just reiterate that the score was not representative of the game. We played much better than that. But we had goals from Nate, the great, Lamberton, number 17 and 18 of the season. Pretty impressive. Josh with his fourth, and Maddie McGee, again, with just a will to score. He was going to score a goal last night. He played a great grinder. Love playing with Maddie McGee. Love playing with everybody, really. No, I really do. Now, those were the goals last night. Considering our history with the Good Vibe Tribe, it was a relatively low-key, chill game, which was nice, until Aiden got a cheap shot, and he went down because Aiden was playing a great game. And Aiden's got a trick shoulder, so he was doing his tricks there for a while on the bench, but played a great game. And of course, our MVP, Sean Minorini, in goal. I don't know what's going on with game sheets, but they stopped putting the shots up there. But I can guarantee you, in the last two games, we were outshot, and Sean could probably attest to that. And so Sean, if you're listening, I don't know if you listen to the pod, but whatever we need to do, if you're ever thinking, that it's getting to be too much, whatever we need to do to keep you, we will do. You just got to let us know. I mean, the last couple weeks have been brutal. Against the Whalers, I kicked one in. I had one going off my skate, and I think it was Josh last night battling in front of the net. And I mean, it just goes in. We have not had the puck bounces. A lot of those goals were just goals that we could have gotten those guys out from in front of the net. Shawnee had no chance. But seriously, if we need to get some ringers, we will ring the fuck up out of this thing from this day forward, if that's what you need. We love you, Shawnee. You're, amazing. Played such a great game. And speaking of ringers, Good Vibe Tribe has that Viking of a defenseman who just dangled around for that one goal at least. So I did a little digging, a little looking, and his name is Nicholas Hillstrom. Swedish. I mean, he's good. He's definitely played, we're D2, he's definitely played up in, C, B, A, ECHL, something. I mean, he's good, but I mean, come on. We got guys over 50 and 60 on our team going out there battling. So he's a good player. And he was relatively calm last night too. So yeah, so let's wrap it up. Next week, Olden away, Monday night with those fucking grease balls, Callahan Auto, 10 o'clock, South Suburban Sports Complex, Rink 2, the big rink. It'll be a big game. It's a must win. If we can get up there, we'll be right there in third, fourth spot heading in the playoffs. And we've got, well, we really don't have. Our next two games are against Callahan Auto and then I think the Fat Buck. So a couple tough games. That's okay. Oh, and also coming up, really excited for the 92-80 pond hockey tournament up in Keystone. Oldman the Waves got an entry in the 50 and over division. Really excited about it. Love playing pond hockey. That's how I started playing, was pond hockey in Park Ridge, Illinois, down there at South Park. They flooded it every winter. I'd bring my skates and my stick to school, walk home or walk to the park, skate, walk home, sometimes go back, after dinner and all that stuff. It was so much fun. That's where I really started playing was pond hockey. So I've always wanted to play in this 92-80 tournament. It's supposed to be a good one. We'll be doing live podcast from the media tent, and so to keep everybody posted, it'll be great. It's January 24th through the 26th. Yeah, we're in the 50 and over. We'll definitely keep everybody in the loop on what's going on, but I'm feeling a chip. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2025. Peace. God bless. We'll talk to you next time.